Hi, folks, and welcome to Ron's Rants. I'm Ron, and I'm here to rant a little bit. All right, so I've been off the air for a little bit, kind of taking a break and taking everything in, and just wanted to hope everybody returns and comes and listens to my channel. I'd like you to subscribe if you don't mind, and love to have you on the channel. Your comments, either pro or con, I welcome them. And let's debate. Let's talk about things, and let's talk about what's going on in this country. I want to make one thing perfectly clear now. The opinions you hear on my channel are strictly mine. Okay, they're my opinions, and they reflect nothing of YouTube or their opinions. Okay, they're strictly mine. So let me make that very clear up front. But please subscribe to the channel, push the button, like button, and let's talk about things and let's get our country back. Now, what I want to talk about today, let's talk about New York. Wow. Mayor de Blasio, the king of New York, he thinks, decided that he was going to enact a mandate that would restrict restaurants, gyms, public meeting places. So in order to go into any of these places, you would need a vaccination card, proof of to be vaccinated. If you don't have that, you're not allowed to go into these places. Think about that for a minute. You are restricted. Your freedoms are being taken away. So if you choose not to have something stuck in your arm that you don't know what it is, okay, that has not even been approved by the FDA, and you elect to not take the shot or have your children not take the shot, you're going to be restricted. They're not going to allow you to go into these places, okay? And you tell me how that's right. Is this Nazi Germany we're living in? How soon before you're walking down the street that they ask to see your papers? Okay? But yet, we open our borders up wide open to all these illegals, bringing all these viruses and diseases and whatnot into our country, and then we blame it on the U.S. citizen. We blame it on the Americans. How is this right? I mean, look at what's going on in Florida, okay? All the rates are up right now. I mean, they're even here in Hawaii, all the rates are up. And you know why? Because we've opened our borders up. Not we have opened our borders. Joe Biden has opened our borders. The Democratic Party has opened our borders. They are allowing these people by the thousands to come into our country. They're flooding into Florida. They're flooding into Texas, Arizona, all these different states, probably the state that you live in. No wonder the numbers are going up. None of these people are vaccinated. Many of these people may have COVID or this Delta variant they're talking about now. Okay? So think about all this. All you have to do is logically think of what is happening in this country, and you'll see why numbers are up. Florida has had an exemplary record up to this point. Ron DeSantis has done a magnificent job. He's managing that Florida. He's probably the best governor this country has ever had. Maybe he'll run for president someday. I hope so, because he's a very competent individual, and he has really put the laws in place in Florida to get Florida back on the map, okay? And to just improve the lifestyle there, okay? And what do? Now they blame it on him. That's why the numbers are rising. No, that's false. That's false information, and the media does nothing but push it down our throats, okay? That's all they do. That's nothing to do with it. This has everything to do with open borders. And we are losing our freedoms. And how do they do it? They do it a little at a time. Okay, it's thing here, it's the New York thing, it's things that they're doing here in this state. All these liberal states are doing this. Okay, they are taking away what was once ours. Okay, now I just got back a little while ago. I volunteer and I help out down at the Missouri, the Battleship Missouri, down at Pearl Harbor, and I try to do my part, just like I'm doing right now, to try to understand and get the American people and hear the truth. Like I said, there's many people out here that are doing podcasts that are extremely knowledgeable, a lot more knowledgeable than I am. The only thing I'm trying to do is get the word out. So if someone in the sound of my voice hears it, and maybe I get a couple more people or one person to come over to this side and realize that we got to take our country back. You know, we got to start teaching our kids about history of this country. I mean, I go down there and I've learned so much about that battleship and all it was involved in. Mighty Mo, they called it. And it's a magnificent piece of history. If you ever get a chance here to come to Pearl Harbor, go through that ship and just see what it's like. Go over to the Aviation Museum and see that. And see what happened during the World War II. And think about all the men and women that died to make this country free. Think about that when you see things that are going on in New York. Okay, think about what makes us free. Okay, it's the people that gave their lives, that gave everything they had to this country to make it better. And being a veteran, it's very near and dear to my heart. So I believe in this, and I'm not worried about what they say about me. I'm not worried if they try to restrict me, because what are they going to do? Send me to Vietnam? Unfortunately, I've already been there. Okay, so I'm 70 years old, and I like to say 70 years young, really, because number to me, I mean, age is just a number. Okay, so I am going to do everything I can to get people to realize that we live in the greatest country in the world. And it's happening in other countries too. This is this new world order. Okay. Now I'm saying a lot right now in this video because I've kept it all inside me. I've tried to work through this, but I know that I have to tell the American people what's going on in this country. And I'm sure you hear it. You hear it all day long on Facebook and the media and everything, but so many lies are being told. Okay. But not the truth. And the truth is they're trying to change this country. They're trying to change our history. They're trying to teach you things that are not true. History has a way of repeating itself, okay? And maybe they have the upper hand right now, but they won't always, okay? Things change. And I believe in freedom, and I believe in a free people. I was born this way, and I will die free. Now, I've rambled a lot, and I'm sorry if I went on and on too long, but anyway, think about this. You're being restricted. You're being held at home. You're being forced to wear a mask. We have an immune system, people, an immune system. You're being forced to wear a mask. Our children are being forced to stay home and learn on a video, through a video. How are they going to learn? They need to go out in the world. They need that social interaction with other children. They need to be in school getting an education. Okay? That's where they need to be. Not at home, not restricted by a corrupt government. Okay? By any means, I've said a few things, and I hope they hit home with you. I thank you for listening. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm back. I'm going to rant, and I'm going to get my dandruff up again. So I thank you for listening. God bless you. God bless this country. Thank you.